Today we're talking about what you need to be a makeup artist. This is strictly makeup only. I'm not including hygiene, skincare. They are just as, if not more important. They kind of deserve their own video, so if you want that, let me know and I will make it for you. But so many people have asked and always ask me, what do I need to get started? I can't afford to get started, and where do you even begin? It is the scariest part. I've been a makeup artist for 11 years and I worked on a makeup counter in retail for 6 years. And now I am freelance. I do runway, editorial, commercial, red carpet, whatever. So I have definitely experienced many different versions of my kit. As I've grown, it's grown throughout the years. If I could go back and start again and tell my younger self, this is all you need, this is what I would tell her. This is for anyone building their kit that doesn't want to waste money or doesn't know where to start. I'm going to tell you what is essential, what's versatile, what makes your kit work smarter, not harder. And remember, it's not what you use, it's how you use it. Let's quickly talk about what makes a pro kit. Being a professional makeup artist isn't about owning every viral product. It's not about having the biggest kit. It's not about buying every new launch. A pro kit is about versatility, inclusivity, color theory, product knowledge. A small smart kit will always outperform an unorganized one. First things first, foundation and concealer. The first thing you need absolutely is a diverse foundation and concealer range. Personally, I love and have used the MAC foundation and concealer palettes for years. They're reliable, professional grade, made for makeup artists, great for travel because they're very compact. I've spoken about these before, but with the foundation and the concealer palettes, you can make anyone's shade, anyone's color correction shade, contour shade. You can work with every skin tone, and you need to be able to do everyone's skin as well as the next person and also meet their needs. I use it for no makeup. I use it for full beat. You can use it for everything. It's very buildable and it's really versatile, and it's MAC, so it's good. Honestly, the shade range in the foundation palette is not good, but it's a base. It's a really good base to mix with the shades in the corrector and concealer palettes. They're very varied, and that mixed with foundation shades are a great way to get that person's exact shade. So you can custom mix shades, you can adjust undertones, you can highlight and contour, you can brighten, you can spot conceal, neutralize, correct. And if you can't do every complexion very well, we all know you're not a makeup artist. Next is powder. I'm going to recommend one powder, the ABH Translucent Powder. I personally love it. I find that it's actually all I need in my kit. It works on every skin tone and it gets the job done. There's no flashback. It's beautiful. You need that to set foundation without adding colour, reduce shine, increase longevity. And as a pro makeup artist, it needs to last under studio lights, on a red carpet, a long day, weddings, flash photography. And just having one of those, it's a pretty big tub by the way, but just having one of those really saves space in your kit and means you can powder anyone. Number 3 is lipsticks. Now let me save you some money. You only need 3. 1 nude, 1 red and 1 berry. You do not need 50 lipsticks in your kit. You can, obviously. A lot of makeup artists put lots of lipsticks into palette, and the palette's great, and it's obviously makeup artist friendly and you've got more variety of shades, but to get started you only need 3, nude, red and berry. From there you can make any lipstick shade. You can create deeper nudes, you can use red on anyone, you can make it the red deeper with the plum, you can make the plum lighter with the nude, you can do anything. You can also use them as cream blush, and I do that pretty much every time I do someone's makeup. When you understand color theory, your kit shrinks and your skill expands. You have no idea how many times I've made a lip or a blush shade for someone to work perfectly for them. It looks like it was made for them because it was, only to tell them at the end that it doesn't actually exist, but that's the beauty of working with a pro. Number 5 is lip liners. You only need a light brown and a dark brown, because with those two you can outline, obviously, contour, work on different skin tones. You can mix them together. You can be heavy-handed, you can be soft-handed, depending on the brief, depending on the person's needs. And a light nude and a dark nude will work with any lipstick really that you're going to use on top. Down the line, you can expand to a red lip liner, a black lip liner, whatever. But to get you started, just focus on the basics. Number 4, my favorite, eyeliner. All you need is a black pencil and a brown pencil. Black is great for an intense liner, a waterline, a smoky line, or a smoky eye base. All over, blend it out with an eyeshadow brush, gorgeous. Brown is great for softer glam, bridal, mature clients, or a softer smoky eye, like I'm wearing a brown eyeliner with a black smoky eye today. Nice little bit of balance. Brown liner is really underrated. It makes everything look a little bit more expensive. But pencils are really versatile. You can smoke them out, use them as a base, tight line, waterline, perfect. Liquid liners are great. Obviously you can get one down the line, but sometimes it really polishes off a look and brings it all together at the end, but it's not completely essential. You can use black eyeshadow for that really. Number 6, a nude eyeshadow palette. A nude eyeshadow palette is probably the most versatile thing in your kit. Obviously you can use it for eyeshadow, contour, bronzer, eyebrows, and a soft liner. If you invest in a good neutral palette with light mattes, dark mattes, mid-tone browns, deep browns, a black, maybe a shimmer here and there, you can do anything. Editorial, bridal, runway, whatever. One good nude eyeshadow palette can really carry your kit. Number 7, colourful eyeshadow. This might not be something that you really need to invest in straight away. It will give you a bit more range and you can be a bit more creative if that's something that you're interested in. But having a bright palette, you're kind of ready for anything. You never really know what you're going to turn up to. Sometimes people tell you what they want before and then you get there and they want something completely different. They've gone from a black smoky eye to a pink smoky eye, and it's nice to be able to have it and not turn them down. Also, you can mix colourful eyeshadows with lip balm to create a fun lip colour or blush, and you can really get creative and experimental. Just if you mix a blue eyeshadow with Vaseline and tap it on top of your lip combo, it will cool it down. If you mix orange eyeshadow and a warm nude, you're going to get a nice coral lipstick. When you understand how to manipulate a product, your kit and your work will be limitless. Don't let your kit limit you. Number 8, mascara. This one doesn't really matter, to be honest, because as a pro you should be using disposable mascara ones anyways, so the formula doesn't matter as long as it's not too shit and flaky. Any mascara is fine. Down the line you can branch out to a brown, which is really nice for softer glam or people who like less makeup, or a waterproof for bridal. But initially just get like a drugstore semi-decent black mascara and you'll be fine, because the selling point of a mascara is in the wand mostly, and you're going to be using a universal disposable wand anyway. But starting out, one black mascara is enough. So what you don't need to start out: 15 highlighters, 40 lip glosses, every trending blush, 10 primers. Build your kit around functionality, not hype. So that's it. That is what you need in your kit to be a pro makeup artist. Again, this doesn't include hygiene, skincare. I can do a separate video on that, but that's a different section. If you are building your kit right now, tell me where you're at, tell me what you're stuck with, and I'll try and help you. Or if you're a seasoned makeup artist and you just need a kit refresh, like I did a few months ago, and you just need to go back to basics, this is a really good reminder of that's all you need. You don't need every makeup product that you've ever owned. I'm talking to myself here, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful. See you in the next one.